Welcome to Val's Sweet Kitchen. This recipe is so fun and you can make it as giant as you want. Ha! So preheat your oven to 400 degrees and let's go have some fun. We're going to start with the filling because that needs time to cool down. So you take 3/4 of a cup of sugar, a half a cup of water, a tablespoon of butter, and 1 1/3 cups of dried figs, raisins, currants, any of those will work. They're all really good. And stir this over medium to low heat. Let it simmer a little and it'll thicken right up. You want to let it thicken until it leaves a distinct path behind your spoon. All right, so take it off the heat and add the juice of a half a lemon, which is about 1 tablespoon. Mix that all in there and set it aside to come to room temperature. It'll thicken right up too. Now for the cookie part, you want to cream together 3/4 of a cup of butter and 1 cup of sugar, but cream the butter really fluffy first. See how light and fluffy it is? It also increases in volume. And don't throw away your butter wrappers because they've got a use, and I'm going to show you in a minute. And then beat in 2 eggs and sift together 3½ cups of cake flour. There's a difference between cake flour and all-purpose flour. 3 teaspoons of baking powder. What sifting does is it adds air to your dry ingredients and ensures that you have no lumpy flour chunks. All right, see? We'll go ahead and get those right there. Let's add it right on in, a little bit at a time. I pulse it, that way the flour doesn't fly all over the place. And add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then put the whole bowl in your refrigerator for about 15 minutes. This will let the dough rest and the butter solidify again so we can roll it out to our giant cookies. All right, now take a cookie sheet and grease it. And this is where you use your butter wrapping. And set this aside. So take half a cup of your cookie dough, which is 1 scoop. By forming it in a disc with your hands first, it helps keep the edges from cracking when you roll it out. I find a scraper helps in moving around the discs. And we're just going to take 3 scoops, 3 of these little scoops, and put it in the middle of the filling. Spread that around. And then take egg white. And push down the sides to make sure they don't come apart in the baking process. And then I like to put brush the egg white on top right before it goes into the oven. And I like to decorate the edges a little bit. And then bake for 18 to 20 minutes. It all depends on the size of your cookie. And you should be able to get about 4 giant cookies out of this batter. And there you go, a cookie as big as your head. These are the regular size. I call them babies. I hope you have fun today. If you did, give it a like, thumbs up, and boop that bell. Leave a comment.